Okay, time for more dwarfs and fortressing. Usually, whenever I load up a fort, I go straight to the status screen. Even though I remember what was going on, it's still nice to just make sure you know what's going on. Make sure you don't have any problems or shortages. Everything looks good. So this time, I think I really want to get some noble stuff set up so I can get the manager all working. Have enough rooms. Add some doors. I'm glad that I've been taking this fort on the slower side, which has the unfortunate side effect of I don't have very many dwarves for how long we've been playing this fort, but the upswing to that is that I haven't been attacked by anything yet, which is good. I mean, there are upsides to being attacked, but you know, I think I also want to expand a couple of my industries a little bit because I feel like at least with my masonry, I'm going to have some bottlenecking if I don't have a couple of workshops going here. I'm going to go ahead and expand this storage room type deal over here a little bit too. But I'd really like to have the manager because the manager allows you to just put in orders for things. And then the manager will just take care of it. Like, say, I want more furniture for the kitchen. I can say, make me 10 tables and 10 rock thrones. And the manager will attempt to put those jobs into available workshops. And if they don't get filled, then he will just put them back in the next time the workshop is available. So it's a lot easier than trying to do it manually. And it's really good for doing work orders like that. Right, so my miners apparently have nothing to do and are very fast, so that's great. Go ahead and just add a mason's workshop, and then I can also put in another stone stockpile. I think it would also be prudent to try and either expand the military or just make some weapons. It's probably the latter, honestly. But let's see. So the rooms... Why did we jump to here? I don't know why. Okay. Maybe I accidentally hit down again. Who knows? So the rooms are all smoothed out, so I'm going to see... Okay, I just used up all my doors. That's right. So I'll put in... Because I know I already made some of the furniture for the nobles, so I'll just put in some more doors for right now. This is my custom stockpile. Yes, it is still set up for what I want. Go ahead and make that bigger. I want a lot of blocks too, because I think I'd like to do some above ground building. And I could just use stones, but I like using blocks better because you can build a lot faster. But I've already talked about that. Oh, there's a hungry animal in there. What is that? Is that a rabbit? Yep. Alright, well, I'll assign him to the pasture. There we go. But I especially want to have a walled off area above ground that's just kind of open for a few reasons. One, to have a pasture that's safe. Two, to have an area where doors will mingle, where it'll keep them from getting cave adaptation, and just because it's convenient to put a well on top of a river, and so I can just include part of the river in that and get that taken care of. So I'll get some stuff going in here. Okay. Remembering where my hotkeys go. I'm going to put some doors in. So this is now relevant. When you are selecting an item or a piece of furniture to put down, you can press X to expand, and it'll actually show you the individual items, which is nice because you can push V to view them, and you can get all that extra info. And also, just by seeing the names, you can tell what kind of quality they are. And when you're putting stuff out for your nobles, you do want to try and use typically kind of higher quality things. So nobles want 3 rooms. They want an office, a bedroom, and a dining room. And you can very well, so that's going to be the office. It's going to be the dining room. Do I have any spare beds? I do not. Oh, now I've lost my train of thought. Oh no. Not blocks. I want the carpenter. Right. Oh, that's right. I was going to say that you can actually have dwarves share their offices and dining rooms for nobles. The only problem with that is for every extra dwarf you have assigned to the same room, the perceived value goes down, so it's harder to keep them happy with those kinds of rooms. Alright, and then they'll want 2 coffers, an armor stand, and a weapon rack, then a bed once that's done, and a cabinet. And this is usually the way that I lay it out. So once the bed is done, we'll put that in there, and then we can start assigning it. Shouldn't take too long. I see someone's in the workshop right now. Got some coffee with me. Not a very dwarfy drink, but you know, whatever. Maybe one of these days I'll have a real drink while I'm playing Dwarf Fortress, but I've never really been in the habit of drinking while playing games for whatever reason. Alright, so we just need to wait for a dwarf to put that bed in, and there he goes. Okay. And we're going to assign it. Okay, first I need to fill the manager position, and I don't want to put the bookkeeper in because I want to keep those 2 things separate. And unfortunately, it looks like my bookkeeper does have the organizer, which I believe I actually gave him. But that's okay, because I think having a lower skill will just make it take longer, so I'm just going to give it to the... Okay, he's also the broker, so I might actually not do that. Not the doctor. This random fisher dwarf. Why not? If I had a faster way of looking up what he does, I would, but I'm not. So he just needs an office for now, but it does need to be like an average off. Oh no, he just needs a meteor office. All right, so that's just like a chair in a room, just like the other thing. But I'm gonna go ahead and give him a nice thing here. And it said he does have a room, which means that he has claimed one of those smaller rooms. So I'll actually go over and take that away from him here in a moment. I forgot his name. He is Astlacotimus. Okay. There he is. All right. Throne room armor study. Dining room. And then he has one of these rooms. I want to free it up. Where do you live? There we go. Alright, free bed. Make bedroom. And just like dwarves will share rooms with their significant others, I guess, they'll share any rooms or stuff you assign them. So now we have a manager, and that's wonderful because you can go to your unit list with U and then press M to go to manager. And it brings you to this screen, which says there are no active work orders. So I'm going to hit Q to add a new order. And it's going to list basically everything that a dwarf could feasibly try and do, more or less. So if you start typing, you can search. So like I want rock throne, so I'm going to put in rock space throne, construct rock throne. I'll just do 10 and then rock throne, which is what they call a rock chair. And there we go. And then you can also of course mess with stuff. You can increase the priority, which will move it up the list and it'll get done sooner. Things like that. I'm not sure how you would link it to a shop. I think you would probably do that from the workshop, but I don't know. I don't really care if they use both workshops right now because it won't get rid of orders. It'll just add when there's room. So like I think I might have one doing blocks, and if I don't, I would like one. Let's see, what are you doing? All right, make me blocks. I would like lots of blocks. Okay, they're saying they can't find rocks, which is really bizarre. Wow, what is going on with this? Ah, and see, there's the order. They each have gotten an order for one throne. Okay, why are you giving me this error? They're not forbidden or something, right? Blocks, did I go past it? No, I don't think so. This is in here, right? Some of these things I'm not sure I understand why they get their own categories, but you know, like windows. I believe you can only make windows out of glass, but small rock, no. Is it even in here? I know it is. I'm just trying to remember. Stones, there we go. Okay, no, they're fine. I don't know what their problem is. Workshop profile. Okay. Ah, I see. You can do work orders from the shop itself. That is interesting. And you can say who's allowed to work here. I believe it's just like highlight. Yeah, you can probably do multiple. Yeah, so that's just another way you can control all of that. See, while I'm at it, another thing I wanted to do is kind of look at some of my dwarves. Like my soldiers, we've got Zasset Olanadil. So let's go and look at them. She is interested after learning about fighting. That's good. She was proud after teaching fighting. Well, apparently she enjoys being a soldier. That's nice. I learned about fighting. How incredibly interesting. Blissful after having a good bedroom, which is only the 2x2 empty bedroom. Didn't feel anything after Wild Boar died. That's good. So she's been doing pretty good. She was annoyed that she didn't have something to drink out of, though. She was annoyed after having a drink without using a goblet. She is strong, but she is flimsy. That's could be better. Let's see. Her ears are very splayed out. Her hair is clean shaven. Her jade eyes are slightly wide set. Her hair is burnt sienna. Her skin is ecru. Let's see, who does she worship? Oh, where do they say that? Okay, I probably want to go actually to relationships. Mother, father. None of these people are here, are they? Cousin. Wow, she has a lot of cousins. Oh, she has a pet billy goat. Very nice. Now, I thought if they worship someone, it would come up on the relationships, which might just mean she doesn't have a god she worships. Let's see. And here is Degel Zenonled. And why do you have... Oh, they're probably married to... Yes. All right. This is actually... Yeah, they're married to that person that I just made a manager, which is why they have a nice room, because they're sharing it, obviously. So that Fisher Dwarf was his wife. Okay. Know some of the people here. Ah, see, all these friendly terms. These are actually people they know in the fortress. And his wife, of course. All right, well, that's good. He'll probably be happy about having that nice room to sleep in. I taught fighting. That was very satisfying. Well, isn't that nice? Let's see. Oh, he has a lot of descriptions. He is short and fat. His short sideburns are neatly combed. His very long mustache is arranged. Ah, because he has a beard and facial hair. Arranged in double braids. Beard is braided. His hair is clean shaven. His ears are very flattened. He has a very angular chin. Also jade eyes. So these two soldiers both have a clean-shaven head and jade eyes, apparently. How old is he? He is 17 years old. Wow, he's really young. Dwarves actually live to be pretty old. I don't remember exactly how old, but I think they can make it up into like 150, around 200. And she is 18. Okay, so both of these dwarves are pretty young. That's interesting. Who else? Dusim Zans Songoogle. Where are you, Dusit? Or Dusim? Alright. He's hanging out here in his room. I was near to my own bed. It's very interesting. Apparently he likes his bed. Oh, he was angry after getting into an argument. That's interesting. Oh, he's a dubious worshiper of Akim Kreshner, so that's where it said that. Probably just missed it. He's a broad body. Oh, he's... Okay. Apparently he's very fat. With bulging eyes. Okay, so this guy is just a cartoon fat dwarf, apparently. Strong but quick to tire. It could be worse. Alright. Well, that is interesting. Maybe I'll look at some nobles later. What is with this rock business? I am very confused. It happens whether or not I give the order, right? That is bizarre. I wonder if that's a bug or if something goofy is going on here. It doesn't say that it can't use anything. They're not forbidden. Stones. Huh. All right, well, that is what it is, I suppose. Still smelting ore. Created wealth growing steadily. All right, well, while I'm at it, I might as well put in an order for another 20 beds and 20 doors. And this is why I like the manager, door rock, because I can count out how many rooms I make, and then I can just go straight into the manager and tell them how many pieces of furniture specifically I need for them. I think right now, though, we're in a kind of a slow patch while we wait for more dwarves to show up, more or less. Been mining. I might want to do some exploratory mining just to find some gems, I suppose. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Start actually mining out this ore down here. If I do some mining, they'll stop complaining about not having stones. Although I don't know why that would help, because there are plenty. So usually if you want to do exploratory mining, which I should explain, is just you're looking for stuff like veins of ore or gems or whatever, is you do single line mining shafts with 2 spaces between them, because this shaft on the right will reveal the block on its side, and same with the other one. So between them you can see both of these, and so if you do this you can see every tile on this layer more or less. Fortunately I have to do it this way though, which ruins the nice square shape of the stairwell, but whatever. Do a little bit of that. Here's my question. If I get rid of my manager, replace, no. I thought it was replace, and then, oh, leave vacant, there we go. Now if I do that, will you make things for me?